Hello and welcome to the Parent Academy channel. My name is Ritika Subhash. I am the founder of the Parent Academy and the host of the Parenting Truth and Dare podcast. Today we are talking about a very important concept. In fact, it's so important that even adults can take notes from this, because I know that this is something that many adults struggle with, not just children. And that's about having the right money mindset. Yes, we all have a money mindset or a money thermostat, as it's called. So what do we think about money? When we hear about money, what are the kind of conversations that happen in our households? Is there an abundance mindset in your house where you talk about money like it's something that is with flow? Money comes, money goes, and it keeps coming, like this is the flow of money, and you talk about it in a very open and accepting way. Or is there a scarcity mindset in your house regarding money? What is scarcity mindset and how does it sound like? Well, it sounds like things like, money doesn't grow on trees. Do you know how hard we have to work to get money? All of these statements actually show scarcity mindset, because we're talking about money in a way where we need to hoard it somehow. And if we are not constantly careful about it, and if we don't hoard it in a certain way, then we are going to lose out, or we are going to miss out on life. So this is a very, very common mindset, and sometimes when I hadn't learnt about it, I also remember myself using this language like money doesn't grow on trees, and what do you think, we can waste money like this, and all of these things. So when I really delved deep into this concept of money mindset, I figured out that this was actually probably coming from my own conditioning about money. We had a fairly good background in terms of, being fairly carefree with money, yes, but not wasteful also. So always having that saving mindset, which is good. It's absolutely something that I recommend, and I'll tell you some tips about how you can get your children to start thinking about saving independently rather than you, forcing it on them. But having the right mindset can actually give your children the leverage that they need in life to form a relationship which is very positive with money. So there is this concept called arigato. I think many of you would have heard about it, where when money comes to you, you take it in your hand and you thank whoever gave it to you, or you thank that amount of money and say that I welcome you in my life. And when money is going out of your hands, when you are putting it somewhere or giving it to somebody, you again arigato and you say thank you. And you essentially are accepting that there is flow in this transaction. This is an energy flow, and you are part of that energy flow, and it's not something that you need to be holding, and it's not something that you need to be splurging as well. So there's a good balance that you can help form with money. So again, the idea is, what is the kind of mindset that you have as parents about money, and you will see that whether you like it or not, whether you're doing it consciously or not, that same money mindset is flowing into your children just by way of the language that you're using. So the first tip right now is to catch yourself and stop using this language if you ever use it in terms of money doesn't grow on trees, or it's very hard to get money, or I've worked so hard and you'll have to work hard for money. This working hard concept and linking it to money is actually quite counterproductive, because working hard is a positive thing. We all want to work hard, and it's good to work hard to achieve some kind of success. But when we sort of link our scarcity thought process of money and hard work, it seems like there's a negative connotation to hard work, right? You have to work really hard to get money. So what's wrong with that, right? So let's accept the fact that hard work and good work is part of life. And when you do good work, then money is simply a byproduct of your good work. I'll repeat that again. When you do honest, good work in life, when you do work to benefit the larger society, money is only a byproduct of your hard work. It should not be the end goal. And you will see this if you've ever experienced this in your life. when you have selflessly done something and when you have committed yourself to a cause, there will be opportunities that come to you left, right, and center. You just have to be open to accepting those opportunities, and then one opportunity leads to another. So essentially, you are putting in the hard work because you're doing it for the love of what you're creating and not for the fact that you are running after the money that you will get out of that activity. So my second tip there is to encourage your children to work for the love of it. And a wonderful way to do it is through volunteering. So if you can help your children find opportunities to volunteer in society, where essentially they are working, but they know that this is not going to pay them anything, that's when they really tend to understand the value of good work. Their work is leading to a positive change in the society. It's impacting people right in front of them, but it's not really giving them money. Yet they are feeling fulfilled. So you want to create that positive, feel-good factor in your children, and volunteering is by far one of the best ways to achieve that. Giving them a good set of values regarding work and regarding money also. It will come. Eventually it will come. If you follow these things, the right kind of money language using in being used in your house, helping your children pick up volunteering opportunities. And the third thing you can do is to help them set some simple budgets for themselves. So many households I know, they end up at some age, maybe in adolescence or just as the children hit teens, they start assigning some kind of monthly budget or weekly pocket money kind of budgets. And you can coach your children to be able to divide that amount that they receive in, let's say, 4 or 5 different buckets. One bucket could be something that they are saving for long term. So long term saving could be, let's say they want to buy a very fancy bike, and if they know that this is the cost of the bike, then their long-term goal is to save a little bit every month so that after 12 months, 13, 14 months, they're able to afford that bike. So this is the bucket of long-term saving. That is one place. The second is their play bucket. Play bucket is something that they want to do every month. They want to spend that money. This is something that they should be really using up every month, because it will give them that achievement that this is my money. I have used it any which way I want it. If I want to eat something, if I want to buy a piece of new clothing, whatever it is, I use that every single month. So there is no long-term saving in the play bucket. The third bucket could be about learning, and this is an important bucket because young children should also be looking at investing in their own learning. They should not constantly think that only items are for purchase, but even education, things like going on Coursera, going on Udemy, going on different platforms to be able to get any course that aligns with their interest. That learning bucket is going to give them that ability to think about purchasing these options of learning and knowledge as well. So that's your third bucket. The fourth, again, it really depends on how you want to take it, but I think there are many other ways to do it. They're typically in the money management system, they do a 7 bucket things, but let's say, okay, let's just stick to these 3 or 4 right now, 3 actually. The long-term saving, the play bucket, and then the long-term savings, the play bucket, as well as the learning bucket. So these 3 are very very good in order to help build a good money mindset among children. So just to recap, I think we talked about the kind of language that we use in our homes. That makes a huge impact whether your child will grow up with an abundance mindset or a scarcity mindset. We talked about the concept of thanking money and the flow of money. We talked about volunteering as a great way to build skills and not simply look for money in every work opportunity, and not to link money and hard work in a negative way. Just link it in a very positive way so that your money becomes the byproduct of your hard work. And then we talked about the 3-jar concept, which is about money management. So let me know what you think about all of this, and if you feel you can implement this with your children. I know it takes some time to understand this, but once you start with it and even get your children to listen to this video, maybe they will pick up a thing or two which maybe you haven't, and maybe have a discussion with them. Talk about what they think of this video and how has your language been in the house, and it can be a lovely conversation starter. So all the very best, and hope you enjoyed the video.